Well, Western corn rootworms have very few weak links in their life cycle. But one of those weak links can happen if we have flooded fields, saturated soils, when larvae are beginning to hatch. Now, this year, obviously, it's been very, very cold and very wet, leading to, again, some of these ponded conditions. From a rootworm's perspective, they're probably doing just fine right now because they're still in that egg stage. While they're in that egg stage, even if they're submerged in water, particularly if the water temperatures are cool, as they are this spring, those eggs are probably doing just fine. From a producer's perspective, I'm sure they would be hopeful that those eggs would die, but they're probably doing just fine. The point at which rootworms become very much affected by water or conditions in the soil that are saturated would be at the time of larval hatch. Now, typically, that's in late May and early June. Last year, when we had that record-breaking warm temperatures throughout the month of March, we know last year the egg hatch was incredibly early, and in fact, by the first week in June, in some areas, particularly of Western Illinois, we had already seen the adults emerge. That's not going to be the case this year. Now, I would anticipate larvae hatching from eggs sometime very late in May through early June, and so it's really too early to tell, how these wet conditions are going to affect survivorship. Hopefully, these rains will stop at some point soon so we can get some corn in the ground, and then we'll wait and see a month from now what kind of soil conditions we have out there. But I'm certainly anticipating this year a more typical or actually maybe even a delayed hatch for rootworms.